this video I will share with you 20 tips and relationship advice for women. Before we get started, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more great content. Also click the link below in the description. Let's go. I am going to share some useful relationship advice for women. I have personally seen women have to suffer a lot from the complexities in a relationship most of the time. I always listen to the people saying that managing relationships is a very complex and hard task. For me, it doesn't make any sense because it is not true always. Many a time people suffer from relationship problems because they are unable to manage the things properly. In any relationship, there is some advice and best practices that every man and woman should follow. Our real life is quite different from the novel or dramas. Here you might have to face some extreme challenges in your life. So, the people who are associated with each other must know about two things. What are you expecting from your spouse? What does he need from you? If you will be able to understand the above-mentioned points, half of your problems would be solved automatically. But remember that expectations should be realistic from both of you, as I have already mentioned that the real life is quite different from the novel or dramas. I am mentioning that because of a reason. I have seen some couples who were quite near to the brink of divorce just due to a simple reason: unrealistic expectations. If you want to make your relationship or affiliation stronger, it might take some serious efforts from both of you. Once you will do things correctly, you can lead a happy and successful life. Now, let's explore some best piece of advice for women and ladies that can make your bonding stronger with your spouse. 1. Just take care of yourself, physically and mentally. Try to take complete care of yourself. It means that you pay some attention to your physical appearance, get proper sleep, and keep your mind active. You need to refresh your soul if you want to enjoy your relationship. With good physical health and mind, you can fight with many big problems quite easily. Take a healthy diet and never forget to do some good exercises to maintain yourself. For most women, yoga is a favorite exercise that can keep them healthy. Tip: give some special attention to your face and body. For many of the men, it's the most attracting factor that can keep your relationship active. 2. Don't chase your spouse. Chasing your spouse is the biggest problem for most of the ladies. I always say that you can't make your spouse love you forcefully. Chasing someone, emotional blackmailing, is some weird mistakes that are done by even some intelligent ladies. Rather, I would say that let him chase you to have some spark in your bonding. There are many forms of chasing that includes that other one to like you forcefully. It also includes calling him again and again while he is not that much interested. 3. Get physical, emotional and mental attention from him. Obviously, everyone likes the attraction. So, like before, I will again advise you to get a good attenuation towards your physical looks. Moreover, getting mental attention from him is also of equal importance as well. Physical, mental and emotional attention is mandatory for a successful and long-term relationship. 4. Live your own life. If you love someone, it doesn't mean that you have started living our own life. Every lady has her own dreams irrespective of her relationship. I will recommend you. Usually, many women restrict their social circle just because of him. That is also the greatest mistake, which in the long term can cause frustrations in your relationships. Have your own social circle, enjoy and live your life completely. But remember, remain in your limits as you are attached to someone. Keep everything balanced. Don't let him feel the insecurity in your relationship. Everything looks good which is in the limits. Tip: don't avoid even small problems. Just sit and resolve the issue. The small problems may look fine in the beginning, but in the long run, the small problems are also destructive. They can also cause anger and frustration between the couples as well. 6. Have some time for your partner. I have seen some ladies that have destroyed their relationships as they don't have the time for their spouses. Most of those cases were with the working ladies. There is no harm even if you are not a housewife and are a working lady. But the key is to maintain the work-life balance. For many of people, the problem of work-life balance is a minor issue. But believe me that these issues are very dangerous in the long run. So, I would recommend you to have some time from him. Tips: before sleeping, just sit and discuss the important things about the current day at least for 15 minutes. 7. Demand and deserve some respect. Let's discuss first the meaning of demand respect. For me, respect is the foremost element in a relationship. Whether you are a man or a woman, you deserve some respect. Keep your attitude low in front of respect. Both of you have the right to be treated with respect. Similarly, I have also heard people saying that gaining and loss of respect is in your own hand, and that is true to some extent. Give respect to your spouse if you want yourself to be respected. That is a very simple formula. 8. Listen to understand the issues and discussions. In the case of many marriages, the problems become worse, and this reason is that the couples are not ready to understand. They just listen to defend themselves instead of thinking about a problem. This defensive approach is always destructive in relationships. Tips: listen to a problem carefully. After analyzing all facts and figure, give your reaction. Listen to understand instead of being defensive. 9. Put equal and even more effort for your relationship. When you are in a relationship, not only he is responsible for everything. While most of the women think that both are 50-50 responsible for everything. For me, this thinking is also wrong. As both of you have to put 100% effort. Relationships become weak when you start running away from your problems and put all the blames on your partner. The game is blame is not acceptable for you. 10. Never try to change your man. Many women are accused of changing their men according to circumstances. But in the most, this doesn't work and the problems become worse. All the people are born with different natures. I will recommend you don't force your spouse towards the changes. You can just share your thoughts. Maybe he would be able to adapt himself or maybe not. 11. Don't bear any abuse. If you in love with your spouse, it doesn't mean that you have to bear any kind of abuse. By abuse, I don't only mean physical abuse. There are many other factors including sexual abuse, gaslight and much more. Even the mental torture is also a type of abuse. Tips: mental and emotional wounds are most dangerous than physical ones. If you suffering from them, just immediately contact a relation advisor. 12. Always speak the truth. Relationships based on truth are always durable and long-lasting. It doesn't matter whatever the situation is, just speak the truth always. Telling a lie may solve your problems temporarily, but in the long run, it would be destructive for sure. 13. Don't be possessive. I know that no one from you will be willing to share your spouse with someone else, and that is totally fine. There is nothing wrong with it. But don't have a possessive attitude, as many men dislike it. Your possessive attitude can keep your man away from you. If you still feel insecure, then I would suggest you don't have a fear of losing him. He won't go anywhere if we love you. I always say that you can't force any person who likes to. So, have some patience and handle things in a good way. 14. Don't beg for attention and time. There is no space for begging in a relationship. I often see that many ladies beg their spouse for time and attention. That is the biggest mistake of all the time. Your spouse should know how to manage the time or maintain his work-life balance. Begging and forceful attention seeking can lower your value in form of him. So, never do this. If you are still doing that, just immediately stop these kinds of things. 15. Accept the differences in thinking and opinions. Not even the 5 fingers in a hand are equal. Every person is created with a different mind that can have different thinking. It is necessary to accept the differences in opinion. Do not only accept but respect the other's opinion, as he might be right in that case. 16. Do the things that he likes about you. Always follow the things that your spouse likes about you. Let's take an example that he likes the curls in your hair, or he may like the long nails, etc. If you love your spouse, just do the things that he adores about you, as this is very important to keep a relationship active. Tip: don't link everything to the physical appearance. He may like your habit or any other activity. Have a look at a general view about the things instead of focusing on one point only. 17. Appreciate the good things. Whether you are a man or woman, everyone likes appreciation, and especially from your partner. So, always try to appreciate him for his good things and deeds. Just say him thank you in an expressive way for the good things. Another good way is to give him a surprise gift or cooking of any special food for him. Remember, appreciating creatives' motivation and positivity, and the same is the case in relationships as well. 18 Try to be expressive. Ladies and women always blame that their men are not expressive. They don't express their good feelings towards them, which creates frustration in the women. Nowadays, the same is the case with women. They only want their spouse to be expressive. But I would like to quote that, "Do unto others as you would have done unto you." I hope you have understood my point very clearly. Try to be expressive with your spouse. Share your good feeling and words with him in order to make your relationship stronger. 19 Also, listen to his point of view. Many men accuse women of reacting very fast without knowing the actual problem. It might not be true in all the cases, but in some cases it's absolutely true. Before giving any reaction, just listen to his point of view completely. Aggression, lack of communication and frustration are catastrophic for any relationship. 20 Don't be a drama queen. Many surveys have proved that men don't like dramas. So, our last advice is that always avoid any kind of drama. Because they work in movies only. In real life, these dramas can create some serious problems between both of you. As a result, you can lose the trust of your partner. That is considering as the end of any relationship. We hope you enjoy the video. Please check out our suggested videos that will appear on screen. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.